Well, hey there. What's going on? How you feeling today? It is Friday afternoon. Why is it Friday afternoon? Oh, it's Saturday. Wow. Ooh, it's Saturday. That's day off. Whatever. It's someday. What year are we in? 1863. That seems like it sometimes. You guys want to get into some comedy? You guys want to do some jokes? Well, I don't have any jokes. I don't tell jokes. Horrible at telling jokes. Am I funny? Some people don't think so. Other people think I'm pretty funny. But I do enjoy good comedians. And maybe we'll discuss some of the greatest comedians ever. Because everybody has an opinion, and a lot of people's opinions suck. And someone's opinion was that George Carlin was trash and that Bill Hicks was super funny. Hey, I guess. And I'll just say I think that opinion is beyond trash, but whatever. Enjoy that opinion. That's what got me thinking about my favorite comedians. And I don't know what we can do of all time because I don't think most people have the early box set from the 1950s and 60s. I don't think Lenny Bruce is up there on people's like they're watching him or early stuff that George Burns did. You know, even though they'll both be on the list, I don't think you can put them. Whoever will be on here. I'm not talking to a bunch of 60-year-olds like I remember. I guess I'm not that far away from 60, huh? Back in my day. Well, when people show up, maybe we'll discuss comedians. Plenty of see, in the world of say music and comedy and writing, it's wide open for opinions, but you can really kind of say you kind of know quality is I think what we'll get to. You can read a book and be like, well, this is the greatest book. You're like, wow, that's actually a piece of garbage. And you can eat some food like McDonald's is the best, but clearly it's not. You can be like, so-and-so is funnier than, somebody that's a hack is funnier than, it doesn't work. I mean, great. I'm happy for your silly, completely you can't validate your opinion, but it's an opinion, so it's subjective. So subjective, and subjective things like music, food, art, authorship, subjective. But clearly there are some things that are better than others. So we'll discuss if you'd like to. If anyone wants to start off with maybe somebody today, in this day and age, who you might put on your list of favorite comedians. Maybe you could just bust out your top three, like who you listening to. And do people still listen to comedy? I think hopefully there's a resurgence of it. Because I remember there's the ebbs and flows of things. As I'm wearing my fancy thing that I put in my hair. There's a resurgence of like when quality music is out, when fashion is good, when comedy is good. When people go out and listen. If you go through certain eras, like there's a upright. There's a lot of people out there making good music. There's a lot of comedians out there. A lot of people going to shows. Skull. I'll have to look up the first two. Kyle Dunnigan. I'll put him in the top. I'll put him on the list right away. He's hilarious. Yeah. Kyle Dunnigan for me is on the list. I don't know. I'm not going to do this 1 to 33, or even if we get to 50, we could probably get to 50 comedians. But he's on the list. He's one of the funnier people out there. When he's doing riff stuff, when he's doing Stallone, when he's doing the Stallone impression, like he's great at impressions, and he's quick witted, and he's talented. Yeah. Well, a very very underknown name in the comedy business, I guess. Because I never heard of him until recently, really. So we'll go ahead and just put Kyle Dunnigan on the list. And right away, I'll just get this out the way. You can't make a list without Carlin. You can't make a list without Patrice O'Neill. You can't make a list without Pryor. You can't make a list without, let's see, I mean, even Chappelle at this point, even though I think his new stuff is trash. But Norm Macdonald, we've discussed this before, Super Champion. Norm Macdonald's on there. He definitely is going to be on there. Hicks, I think, is wildly overrated, but he'll be on the list. Mitch Hedberg. Let me think about this. 1 second. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Eddie Murphy. Can't go without. Can't have him not on there. Robin Williams. See, where are we at now? That's like 10 already off the. And those are. Yeah. See, Skull. A lot of the more British comedy. While I like British comedy and comedians, my list is probably going to be more American comics. It's kind of like hip hop. American comedy, as far as just doing comedy or just doing hip hop, like it's just better. As far as shows go, British comedians, and they're like, here, let's put your boy on there. Why can't I always? He did a show the other day with Seinfeld. You throw Seinfeld on there, even though Seinfeld's good. He's just popular. He's good. I don't think he'd make it on my top 33 though. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais is on the list. So we're up to like 15 there. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would make the list. Dave Attell. I'll put Dave Attell top 10. Dave Attell is he's been tearing mics apart for a long time. Dave Attell is up there with anybody. Chris Rock. We're almost up to 20. I haven't had to make use of any. Oh, and here you go. I'll say Mark Normand will go down in top 10. Right now, he's on my top 3 alive. So he's Mark Normand. Yeah, he's up there. Let's see, we're almost at 20, I guess. I'll throw Roseanne Barr in there. I gotta get a couple women on there because I mean, all in all, there's not a lot. It's just there's just not a lot of women comedians, and of the ones that are, it's always a try too hard thing. There's just if the business has been dominated by men because men are the way that we look at the world is different. We're less emotional about things, but there are women that come through. Sarah Silverman, I think, is hysterical. I don't think she'd be on my top 33, but she'd be in top 100. I don't know if we're gonna get to 100. She's super funny. It's kind of like if it would be like greatest basketball players of all time. You got to have the WNBA and the NBA. I can't. There's no one from the WNBA that's going to go on the list is making it anywhere. But if I do top 100, perhaps some of them will get there straggling around in the 90s. And that's not faux pas to say. It's just a numbers game. It'd be like saying, find me the best. You know what is classically something that women do that men don't do, and I'm gonna say, well, men are better. Like, no, it's just there's different skill set, and men happen to have a different frame of reference for what is funny, whether you like it or not. You know, it's too hard to be racist. It's too hard to be sexist. It's too hard to be these things. It takes too much effort. Why don't you just enjoy what you enjoy? I think about this. Who have we missed here? Rodney Dangerfield. Boom. We'll put him up there. Burns. I already put Burns like when I was talking about earlier. George Burns. What else? Throw some in there. Let me refer to. I was gonna play some in the background, or give you some of my favorite bits. And I already said Greg Giraldo because he's highly underrated. Let me do a little search. If somebody gives me a name, I can kind of elaborate off of that. Yeah, Cosby. Yeah. I mean, I give two shits about anybody's personal life. And in fact, I don't really care. I don't even watch it like that. I mean, I get it, like, but that's again, he's Hollywood too, so you don't know any of that story. Let's see if we missed anything. Let's scroll through. Oh, there's a couple bad choices on this list here. I got one. Red Fox. He's up there. And I don't know how I missed this. Bill Burr. Bill Burr is going to go down as top 10 ever. At least in the like right now, people's material out. Bill Burr, Louis C.K. You're not getting above that right now. Bill Burr, Louis C.K. Sacha Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen is funny. His stand-up is okay. I haven't really seen any of his stand-up. I mean, it's normally he's funny. He's super funny. How about if we go that route, stand-up bits that. Who am I? Oh, I got one. Russell Brand. Russell Brand. He is highly intelligent, and he's funny and quick-witted. His stand-up is pretty good. Cat Williams. We'll throw Cat Williams on there. Yeah, Cat Williams. The more I listen to Cat Williams, the more that I like him. I always did, and I thought he was just doing the sweaty leprechaun act as a shtick. And then the more I listen to him, I'm like, nah, that dude's hyper funny. Yeah. So who's up here? Finn, Super Champion. What up, Hannah? We talk about anything. Well, I don't necessarily mean just stand up, but there's a big difference between being a comedic actor and like somebody that does funny in movies and can also is witty and whatever, but couldn't do stand up. They need to have some stand up. I think they're comedians can translate to acting. Actors can't translate to being comedy stand up. There has to be some sort of translation there. Yeah, like funny is funny. There's probably some funny. You know who I missed? What's the picture on the front of here? I can't believe I missed the Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean will go down as one of the greatest. He's super funny. Yeah. It's very funny to listen to him talk. Because he doesn't, he's just always playing the look over here thing. He's playing the Penn and Teller. He's playing Teller. Doesn't really say much, but his comedy is very physical. Jim Carrey, but when we listen to him talk, he's very well. His voice is deep and it's really funny. Yeah, we already put Richard Pryor on there. You got to have Pryor on there. Let's see. Let me take a look over here. There's a short list that somebody else made. See who they put on. Then they're a comedian that made a list. I don't remember that. He called himself James, or he called himself James Carey, or was that like a bit that he did, like Fireman Bill. See this list sucks because whose list I'm looking at. I don't know if it is. I could be wrong, but it is Joe Rogan's list, unless it's somebody that made a list that maybe it's his, but it does seem like a list he would make because there's way too many chicks on here that aren't that funny that I know he likes and has on his show, and some new comedians that aren't that funny either. And if this is somebody else's list, it's pretty garbage, but there's some good ones on here. Oh, Andrew Schultz. He's a new one. Andrew Schultz. What's up, Junie? This person, whoever made this list, is an absolute moron. They put Greg Giraldo at 73 and put Jay Leno at 22 and Dice Man at 4. They somehow put Howie Mandel above Greg Giraldo. Okay, this is a garbage list. I mean, there's some good names. Oh, George Wallace. George Wallace is hilarious if you don't know what that is. Oh, speaking. Okay, let's get into. Who was it? Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac's got to go on there. I don't know how I forget Bernie Mac. I don't know Barricade Garage. I'll have to check it out. You have to. Hey, send me a link on the Instagrams or something. Tommy Cooper. Don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Yellow River Boys album. Well, yeah, Tim Heidecker. Well, him and the ones that do the Tim and Eric show and all that. Yeah, they're hilarious. What up, D-Man? It looks groomed. I did just trim it a little bit, except I have a little fuzzy going on over here. There you go. I did just trim it. Funny you say that. Because somebody said I look like a dirty hippie. I guess you don't know the difference between a goddamn walking, living, breathing god that's a wizard and a dirty hippie. You must have got that confused. You must have got me confused with somebody else. Who else? Oh, Ron White. Ron White is on here. That's fair. Bob Newhart. I think we're up to 30 now. Tim Allen. Oh, I got one. Stephen Wright. Anybody know Stephen Wright? Stephen Wright is deadpan perfect. I really love Stephen Wright because just goes from joke to joke. Well, thank you, D-Man, thank you, Skull. I've not done any crowd work, any stand up. I can't put myself on that list. I'm funny in my own way, although some people do not find me funny at all. In fact, I was told explicitly that I'm not funny and people don't find me funny, which is that's a hard kind of. I was like, if you're saying that, then maybe you're saying the opposite because you think I'm funny. I just don't like you, and I think that was it. Because like a lot of people kind of inferred that I don't know if they're laughing at me. Hey, at least I'm getting a laugh. Theo Vaughn, I'd put on there. Oh, Mark Maron. Hannibal Buress. Let's see what else we got here that I know. Bobby Lee, I'd put on there. I'd seen a few of Bobby Lee. I've seen some of his stand-up stuff, but he's a very funny comedic. He's not an actor, but he does comedy shows, Mad TV and all that. And he's a complete autistic goofball he's from another realm, but he's funny. He'd go in the top 100, but he wouldn't get like now. I think we're past 50, and we're getting to maybe 100. See if we can do that. Ari Shaffir is hilarious. Anybody ever seen the? He did a bit a while back that I don't know why YouTube doesn't host it anymore. Although you can find it if you really search for it. It was called The Amazing Racist. Instead of The Amazing Race, it was called The Amazing Racist. And he's like a big, tall drink of Jew. And he did a bunch of skits that were kind of somewhere in between half rehearsed with people he knew and half, let's see if I can get away with doing this. Yeah. Joey Diaz is up there. Yeah. I did not mention him. Because I'm looking at this list and I'm just seeing a bunch of really terrible additions, because I'm guessing this person put it in order because Sam Kinison I did not say earlier. Sam Kinison's on the list of 30. But the fact that he put Dice Man as number 4, the list, I would just burn the list at that point. He put Dice above Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Lenny Bruce, Dangerfield, Chappelle, Dave Attell. Let's see. So we got Fox. We got Red Fox on there. Got Dom Herrera. Howie Mandel is funny. I mean, I guess. I mean, that's kind of time stamped for the late 80s. Andrew Santino. I don't know his stuff that well. Richard Belzer? I don't find him funny at all. Dennis Leary? Nah, he stole everything. Tim Allen is kind of funny. Larry the Cable Guy? He's all right. Even though his whole, Larry the Cable Guy, that's a complete act. A complete act. That's not him at all. Just pretty funny. Bob Newhart, I added Tom Papa. Dennis Miller I throw on there, although sometimes he tries to be too intelligent and talks down to people. Todd Glass, Pete Holmes, Jeff Foxworthy, I'll put on there for all you Hicks. I like Foxworthy's ferret that he has living on his lip. Betty White, I'll put Betty White on there. Kevin Hart, I'll throw on there. Margaret Cho. Jim Norton. Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy's brother, is pretty funny. Pretty funny. It's not going to be on the top 30, but he'll be on now that we're getting up to maybe 100. Rosie O'Donnell already put on there. There you go. That's quite a few. And I know I've missed some. I'm going to go to a different list and see what we've missed here, because there'll be some British comedians that I've missed with here that I know. Dice is hot garbage. Coen Brothers. I mean, yeah, good stuff. But again, I think I want this to be translate to, they do stand up. They have some stand up, not just comedians doing acting. Dice Man, while he was big, and in that moment, and his comedy was exactly what it needed to be. It doesn't translate to another generation. It won't translate to another era. There's some good bits in there, but apparently Eddie Murphy always talks about. He's like, you realize he was selling out arenas. He was the biggest thing on the planet. He was the thing. He was bigger than Eddie Murphy was, which is crazy to think about because Eddie's always been hilarious. Dangerfield we added. Well, Donald Trump, according to some, is Bill Hicks or Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson is funny. Louis Anderson, Bill Hicks. Some people say they play Trump at different places. Jonah Hill's all right. Oh, yeah. Adam Sandler. I can't believe I didn't put him on there. Adam Sandler as stand-up. I don't know. Funny dude. I've liked his albums that he's done comedy albums, but they're skits with people. John Witherspoon, yes. Adam Sandler will go on there. Let's see. Okay, in order. Let's see what we missed. Here's just the IMBD. Pryor, Carlin, Lenny Bruce, Woody Allen. He's funny. I didn't see enough of his stuff. Chris Rock. Oh, how do we miss Steve Martin? Steve Martin, Dangerfield, Cosby, Roseanne, Eddie Murphy, Johnny Carson. He's funny, yeah. Seinfeld. We did Robin Williams, Bob Newhart, Letterman, Ellen DeGeneres. Whatever. Oh, Don Rickles. Don motherfucking Rickles. Don Rickles is definitely makes the top 30. Don Rickles is a genius. Jonathan Winters, Hicks, Kinnison, Robert Klein, Stephen Wright, Red Fox, Bob Hope, Ray Romano. We left him off, but he wouldn't be in the top 30 for me. No way. Jay Leno, Jack Benny. I don't know his stuff, but that's early stuff again. And Milton Berle. Milton Berle's up there. Or how about the joke man from the what the hell is his name? The one with all the curly hair. The dude that's the funny shit was what the hell is his name? Why am I tripping on? He's like the most important man in media. What the hell is his name? Yeah. Tall, curly. What the hell is his name? Joey the Joke Man Gatling. Is that his name? The comedian that's on the show all the time. Wow, can't think of his name right now. That's so funny. Gary Shandling, George Burns, Albert Brooks is pretty funny. Steve Martin, Buddy Hackett, Andy Kaufman, Phyllis Diller, Sebastian Maniscalco. Yeah, he's very funny. Yeah, he's very funny. He wouldn't make it to my top 30 though. Don Rickles, we got him on there. Yeah, Martin Lawrence, Bill Maher is pretty funny. Billy Crystal might be on the 50 list. Jon Stewart, maybe top 60. Dave Chappelle, because his early career, top 20. Richard Lewis, pretty funny. Tim Allen, Freddie Prinze, Dennis Leary, meh. Lewis Black, maybe top 50. Damon Wayans, perhaps top 50. David Brenner, I don't know his comedy like that. D.L. Hughley, funny, but no, not top 50. Colin Quinn, perhaps. Larry Miller, he's funny. Oh shit, how do we leave Gilbert Gottfried off? Maybe not top 50 comedians, but he's pretty funny. Bobcat Goldthwait. Bobcat. Anybody know Bobcat Goldthwait? From all of the movies with Robin Williams. Police Academy, all that shit. I seen him about 10 years ago. He doesn't do the stuttering thing. That was a thing that he did. Sometimes he did it on purpose to make a joke. But no, he's pretty funny. Cool guy. Eddie Griffin. Jackie Mason. Sinbad. Shelley Berman. Old. Kevin Pollak. Pretty funny. Dave Attell. Already telling you, Dave Attell is probably going to be in top 10. Wanda Sykes. I'll throw Wanda Sykes in the top 50. Bernie Mac is going to go in the top 30, if not higher. And Eddie Izzard, I find him not funny. I've tried so many times, not funny. Cedric the Entertainer, probably top 50, might make it 30. Dom Irrera, maybe top 50. Dick Gregory, as a totality, I like him, but he's probably top 50. Norm Macdonald, we already got in there. Drew Carey. Oh, David Cross is pretty funny. Jay Moore, I find hilarious, but still out of the top 50. Paula Poundstone, Kevin James, Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey might make it in the top 40. Louis Anderson, I think, is funny as anything. Top 50. George Wallace, we got on there. David Allen Greer is top 40. Andrew Dice Clay. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sandra Bernhardt. Louis C.K. probably top 10. Janine Garofalo. And Gallagher to round out the top 50. Gallagher. Here we go. Billy Connolly. See, this list is, again, a list of more American-born comics. This is Comedy Central's. Let's see if we can find anything on his other ones. See if we can find something new that I forgot. So Newhart's on there. Bernie Mac's on there. Red Fox is on there. Norm Macdonald's on there. Carey, Cosby, Hicks, Stephen Wright, Ricky Gervais. Okay, this list is pretty good. Rickles, Lewis Black, Jim Gaffigan. We did not name Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan, he's top 50. Kevin Hart, he's top 50, but Hedberg, we said Mitch Hedberg mad early. Rodney Dangerfield, Bill Burr, Steve Martin. Seinfeld, I think, is overrated. Louis C.K., Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, Chappelle, Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, and, of course, George Carlin at the top of everyone's list. Although I don't agree with putting Chris Rock. Wait, where are we at? I do not agree with putting Seinfeld in the top 10, nor Steve Martin. And then somehow just throwing Chappelle in there because he's popular now. Like, his last shit has been terrible. How you edge out Dangerfield and Bill Burr? No. And Mitch Hedberg? Nah, see? Nah. John Rickles is not even top 10? No, that's the only part I got a problem there. No. Larry David as a comedic writer and funny, yes. Yeah, D-Man. As funny, yeah. Mel Brooks. See, these again, I like D-Man. See, I think that the important part to stress here is they have to have some stand-up that's worthy. It can't just be they were good in a movie and they're super funny on film and they're like, I'm trying to find that thing where, like, you know, that person that's funny at a party, like, oh, you should do stand up. Like, they couldn't even cut it, or somebody that's funny on a movie, but they couldn't. It needs to be a translation there. Yeah. Oh, so they've done stand up sets. Yeah. So then, as a totality, as a total package, yeah, D-Man, as a total package, I think it'd be different than to say, hey, just riff with this person and let's see who's the funniest. Who's just Jane Turner? Yeah, there's a couple Australian comedians that I really like that I'm just blanking on their names right now. And see, there's always that lost in translation where there's probably some that are really, really funny that you got to get the joke because they're using the lingo. Burp God. And I'll say, like, right now, living comedians, who could you put in a room and who's going to be the funniest? That'd be interesting because they've had a lot of roundtable things. There was one with Ricky Gervais, Louis C.K., Seinfeld, and Chris Rock. And the funniest in the room was Louis, then Gervais, then Chris Rock, then Seinfeld. It wasn't even close. I don't think we said it, but Theo Vaughn I'd throw in the mix, at least for top 60. Maybe even better than that because I've seen him do some really amazing sets. And I said Andrew Schultz already. I think if you put Andrew Schultz in a room with, let's see, it would be really interesting. Andrew Schultz with Mark Normand. That would be interesting because their personalities would kind of clash a little bit, if you know who I'm talking about. Eminem would crush anybody in a comedy battle. Yeah, I think. Yeah, he is very funny. I think that if he had written bits, he's like low key funny. He's like but he uses. Yeah, I see where he's funny. Yeah, he would have to. I'm saying like off the cuff, being funny is a little different than off the cuff rhyme orange with syringes. You know. Well, welcome everyone. How are we doing? I figured with the world in its state of chaos, maybe have a little comedy, a little bit of humor. You guys got homework to do, comedy homework. Instead of going and watching what's going on in Well, you should be aware, though, what's going on in France and in England right now. There's some big events going on where they're just like, we are not going to put up with this. I think it's pretty rad. But don't get too caught up in that. It'll work on your. He'll massage your brain into somewhere you probably don't want to be. But at least in the positive light, it's like at least some people are out there going, nah, we're not having this idiocy. Roast battles. Well, it's nice seeing those places that they're doing that, because there's other places where, like, I don't know, I guess it takes maybe a city to do it, where like once people are like out doing something in the city and people are like, we don't know what's going on. Oh, I should probably join that, you know. Where are you gonna do that in a small town? Like no one's doing that. Like you'd have to. It's like a whole. It's where's the grand population of people, and are people going to be like, all right, this is getting boring. I'm bored, stuck in the house, bored, stuck in the house, bored. I'm bored, stuck in the house, bored. Oh, you're saying? Oh, okay, Finn. I misread that. Yeah, a lot of people stand. Yeah, I still don't even know what you meant by that, but whatever. Some people will, some people won't. Well, there's some people that can't, and there's some people that really don't want to, but they deal with it anyways. Yeah, it's funny too. It's the people that will stand up for it but don't want to. They deal with the bullshit everywhere, right? Then the people that don't, the people that are outspoken and say what they want to say, they normally don't like people like us. They would just say like, "Nah, fuck, that's bullshit. I don't agree with that." They don't like us. But now the people like us that are going, "Nah, that's bullshit." They're like, yeah. What he said. What he said. Yeah. I always believed what you said. I was always on your side. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was on your side. They just need somebody else to say it for them. You got to be a mouthpiece for these people that don't have the testicles to stand up for anything, for what they believe in. I will not stand for this. I will not sit for this anymore. It's always confusing. Stand up for what you believe in, or I will not sit down. Wait, sit down or stand. I don't know. Well, we'll do a sit-in, but as long as you stand up. But take a knee before you. I don't know anymore. Just. I mean, you got to stand up to get down. I'm saying don't be bad, but bad meaning bad, or bad meaning good, not bad meaning bad. I mean, that's bad, but is it bad if you mean good? It's so confusing. All the oxymorons in life, and don't say what I don't. Just don't take what I'm saying at its face value. Jesse Ventura, Rowdy Piper was pretty good. Ric Flair. I don't remember who it was. It says Ric Flair is the single funniest person on the planet that he's ever seen. It was a comedian saying Ric Flair is his like. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. The super champion. Woo! I can't even get it out of me right now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I ate that fresh. Well, what else? What's funny? What shows? Let's go to funny shows. Anybody watch anything that's funny these days that I should? Oh, one of my friends from. I might y'all might see pretty soon. I might have a roomie soon. I might have a roomie soon. And some of you might know who it is. But funny. That's funny. Somebody kicked out of the house recently. Let's see. because they're a troublemaker apparently. Although it's like the most passive, non-troublemaking person I've ever really talked to. So it's always funny. What kind of shows? Anything good? Anything? I'll tell you what just came out. I'm telling you guys this recently. The new I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson just came out. The new one. If you haven't seen it, stop everything you're doing. Go to Netflix. Start with the first season, and prepare to cry laughing. It's something that I do not go back and watch shows after I've seen it. I'm done with it. I can rewatch this. Kind of like I can go back and watch the Chappelle Show. I can watch what else? What else is out? Like there's all sorts of like little comedy shows that got bits that are always going to be funny. This shit right now is the funniest thing to me. I can just turn it on and be like, yeah, I think you should leave. That's really good. The new Rick and Morty's have been good. The Kim and Kath, Toast of London, and the It Crowd. I had no idea you watched that much TV. Hannah, I had no idea. Don't you have like 85 kids to raise or something? Aren't you like homeschooling? Got 85 kids. You got to bake and play with the alpacas, and don't you got like a whole life? You got shows to watch. Okay, I'll check those out. Okay, Toast of London, I'm pretty sure. Toast of London, I'm pretty sure I know of the show. It Crowd, the IT Crowd. These are things that I know of, but I haven't seen. I'm Sorry, and Kim and Kath, and Murder Maps. That's wow. We're in there. You unschool. Yeah, I think that's important. A lot of people, the way people in I don't know, the Savan Bomar-esque communities. It's about the basically uninstalling programs. It's the deprogramming, unschooling, deprogramming. You have to just pull all of the wires out of the way people's brains work, so that you can help them rewire it the way they need it to be wired to work functionally in this new coming economy of whatever. Hopefully it looks like what we want it to look like. Little Britain, I heard that was very good. Oh, Mighty Boosh. Yeah, come on. What are you talking about? Of course I know that. Basically, from this moment forward, if you've never seen Old Greg, we can't be friends until you watch it. Watch the whole skit, Old Greg, and that's something I can go back to and watch again anytime and get a kick out of. And I've heard that the Little Britain was good, so I'll check that out. Yeah, humans don't trust humans. Leave 5 good. Well, yeah, if you can entertain yourself. My grandfather once said to my grandfather, "I'm bored." My grandfather said, "If you're bored, don't be around me. I'm not here to entertain you. If you're bored, that means you're a boring person. A bored person is boring. You should never be bored. Always find ways to entertain yourself." Yeah, I think I collectively people do like and trust each other, but because of where we are, like, no, fine. What are you inspired by? Like, there's plenty of reason to be around other people to help you and lift you up and educate you and help you with what you're doing and have an entertaining time while you're doing it. But most people, nah, they have too many different things that they want to do that don't really link up with what you're doing. That it's like who said it the other day? It's like 50 people trying to fuck 50 monkeys trying to fuck a football. Could be entertaining to watch from the outside, but there's gonna be at least 46 monkeys that are trying to get to that football while the others are fucking it. You know what I mean? Great from the outside. Yeah, people's interests where they're birthed from is interesting too. I like the psychology of, you can have two twins, but if you put them in different areas, you put a twin, break them at birth, you put one over there in the country, one in the city, they're gonna have wildly different. It doesn't the terrain is more important than anything. It doesn't matter. They'll end up looking different. They'll have different experiences. They'll have different things they enjoy, and why those. I'm more interested even further. That is why that occurs. Like some people, they have the strong, powerful father and the passive mother, and they side with, being more effeminate, feminine, whatever. And then some will be like, oh, I need powerful. And there's like maybe one little difference that's going on that's the trigger for that person to be this way rather than that way. Or things that I hate tapenade. I hate olives. If you hate black, there's something really wrong with you, I think, because it's delicious. But some people really don't like olives. Some people say cilantro tastes like soap. I don't know. It could be a chemical thing. But most of it is like you had an experience when you were little and your uncle stuck a bunch of Kalamata olives in your butt. I guess I could understand why you don't like Kalamata olives, because your association is. But then again, maybe somebody does love Kalamata olives because when they were young, the same exact thing happened, and it was there was enough olive oil on the olive that it made it feel pleasurable. Maybe their uncle was nice. Who knows? Nature and books. Yeah, I think we'll get to the place, hopefully, where television via computer, right, and video games computer, right, that it can be a little more interactive in the sense that it's educational and not so much just mindless entertainment, mind-numbing entertainment. Education and entertainment, when it comes together, it becomes like what you'd organically do anyways. But somehow this thing can be used. Television, even if it's a one way, there's plenty of things on TV that are very educational. Albeit it's very small number of things that are. It's interesting if you go back years and years ago, there were the television programs were longer. The commercials had less influence on how much money was going into what was being said, and there was more of a discourse and discussion about things, and people were more interested in that, deepening insight and scholarly. And now it's like, now we need this product placement. Don't say that. And everything is so. Yeah, but with the access to the only way the internet now, let's say it this way, the only way competition now is doing anything good, because it never had in a from the realm of product placement and using TV as an advertising avenue, and what entertainment was, there was competition didn't make products better. But now, using this here, the product, not to call myself a product, but I am the end result of everything, and this is the fucking product. So for everybody else making videos, they have to put their product next to mine, and which one is better, which one is more engaging, which one is something, right? So in competition wise, then that competition will fuel people to be better at something. Now competition, where it's been, competition doesn't fuel products to become better because it's based upon corporate enterprise and making more money. If the goal is education and enlightenment and scholarly knowledge and becoming something better, then competition surely fuels that. So in that way, the internet, when people are not selling a product, their product, like if I was selling whatever the fuck this is, what is that, a beet or a radish? If I'm selling radishes, then every once in a while I'm like, welcome to the show. I'm going to tell you why radish is the most healthy thing you could do for your body. Now, that'd be way different, right? Instance, did you just get here for the Kalamata joke? Of course, when I bring up somebody's uncle shoving Kalamata olives in their rectum, that's right when Unston shows up. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell anybody that was your childhood and that was your story. Oh, shit. That was not Unston's, had nothing to do with them, but wouldn't it be amazing if you showed up and it was right when you needed to hear that? Some people, I've never had a Kalamata olive placed in my hiney. Perhaps other fruits or vegetables, perhaps. Maybe an ice cube. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you whether I liked it or not. It doesn't matter. It's not up to you. It's up to me. Was it? Where were we going with this? Competition fueling innovation and scholarly insight into the next generation of knowledge and being and becoming something better. When in business world, it collapses. What it does in the business world when we're using economics from the standpoint of a barter system that is a fiat currency that is leveraged through interest, inflation, and income tax, what will happen is the corporations that are trying to fund the people that bought into the corporation via stock, their number one goal is to make them money. So that what they're doing with the product is that how can I make the product cheaper and raise the price to make more money for them? Once you get rid of that in the middle, you get rid of the inflation, income tax, and interest. Once you get rid of those three, and you get rid of how the business model of having to pay dividends to all the stockholders, then it changes the outcome of the product. Then no longer is the product going to be cheaper and more expensive. It will flip it on its head, and they'll try to make the product cheaper financially, whatever it costs, while making it of a higher quality. It just flips the whole system on its head. That's how it should be. And in a sense, people that are into educating, this is Plato's The Republic and why teachers shouldn't be paid. They should be taken care of, just like in any other business for that matter. It's like everybody's like, pay teachers more. No, don't pay them more. They should be taken care of, and some teachers should make a lot more, definitely. But as a general rule, what if they're not teaching anything that's good? Like right now, teachers, what are they teaching? They're teaching a book that was given to them through. If you studied where the books came from and who's the printing presses, why are these? What information they're delivering, and what's the purpose of the information? Then you'd understand what the school systems are there for. So the teachers are doing nothing but pushing a product for a corporation. Get rid of that, and now all of a sudden you start to teach people. Learning is inherent in how people are. The only thing we do is we get in the way of their natural curiosity. You can reinstill that into people, and you can help them to engage how to perceive the world and what to look at and how to, like, here, why do these colors match, and let's examine this, and if you use this color and this texture and this smell, why is this better than this? And people become more sensible. That's not just, are you smart? It's sensible. Use your senses. You were given them, the 5 major ones and then the other ones that you're not very familiar with. See, we can talk about sticking olives up rectums and get right into the point of commerce and how to deepen a wisdom of a population through all sorts of different tactics. And the point would be to there'd be less tactics. There'd be more there'd be less professionals and more, because you don't want to profess anything. You just have to engage people, and they will, if they like what you're serving, and then they'll be interested. interest into something is interest is what keeps people thinking, keeps people alive. Once people are disinterested, think about it. Think about a relationship. Your relationship is dead if someone's not interested in you. It's dead. It's done. I've had relationships with people that, well, let me put it this way. People who have relationships with me that I don't know are having relationships with me. I thought that relationship was over because I was not interested in what that person was offering anymore as a human being. They're still very interested in me. Not a great. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but as a totality, I mean that's what people do as I don't know. I don't say icons of something, but you kind of just be a beacon or something. You like, oh, I'm interested in what you know. Like, be interested in what I know and how I know it, not what I am. I am what I am, but what I know is because of how and why I know it. Why? Because things interest me. All sorts of things do. Yeah, Hannah. There you go. If you think of teachers as the mother and father, take care of the mother and the father. Then you don't have this thing that's called the sins of my father. You don't have broken down households. Then the children don't have to go out of the house to go get educated by somebody that could give two fucks about your children, because they really don't. I'm just gonna send 20 kids to you that you don't know. You don't know anything about them. You don't care about them. You don't give a shit. You care about getting this education shoveled and funneled into their faces, and then get your paycheck and go home. That's what you know. Take care of the parents, and then the parents take care of the kids, and the kids will then generationally take care of the next generation. Each one teach one. It's pretty simple. And then what to educate them on will become primary once whatever you call the family unit. It's not the nuclear family, and it's not tribal family, and it's not polygamous, and it's not monogamous. It's none of that. It's any of that. But the education through whatever family is, if it's taken care of up here through the parents, then everything else functions more properly in society. But once those family linkages are broken, what do you? Okay, send this one off to these idiots over here. They're gonna. What are they teaching them? I don't know. If somebody said to me like, what is your, I got 10 kids, right? And I sent them off to 10 different schools. Like, what do they learn about? I don't know. Who could do that? How could you literally say, I don't care what these, I just need the little kid, I need to fuck out of my fucking face, and let them educate them. So what if they were teaching them that the state is more important than you, and that they should go and eat 6 square meals a day of McDonald's? You think that's a good education? Well, you'd think it's horrible. But you're telling me that you're okay with the food they're eating at the school systems? Are you okay with that? Go eat. Go stand in line. Go back to school and tell me you're okay with anything that's going on there. With new eyes, go back. Go try to relive. Oh, high school was the greatest. Yeah, right. Go back there right now. Walk through the school line. Get your school lunch. Tell me what's on that plate. Tell me the ingredients, and tell me that you would feed that to your kids. You wouldn't. So people complain, we got to send the kids back to school. We got to this. Yeah, well, I think you might want to double check your math on that one. Because it's funny, the same people that said education sucks and we can't be saying this is, and it changed the way the education is, the same one bitching now that they need to send their kids back to school. It's pretty interesting. I like it. Are you saying me? No, people despise my honesty. I'm one of the most hated people on the planet, I've been told. I'm worthless. I don't bring value to the world because I don't grind that 9 to 5. I'm not serving them goddamn burgers to people. I should be, because I'm not smart enough to be doing anything healthy and helpful to people. Finn, that'd be nice. Well, hey, too bad I don't live there. Not that I'd be respected as either a sage or a baba, but yeah, whatever. I'll just sit here and just talk all this ridiculous shit. Oh fuck! Oh, I always forget. You know what? I do forget that sometimes, Hannah. How many people like that listen to me that I don't know? And then sometimes they're like, do you know like so and so listens to you? Like you said this and that. Like, yeah, and fucking 10,000 other people listen to me. What the fuck? I can't be everything to everybody all the time. Like I have my own days and the own way I speak. How else could I speak? Do you want me to speak this way? Could I do this with my voice? Would that be better? How about you, buddy? How's your day going, pal? Do you want to go get a new pair of? You want to get some new shoes? Come on, let's go to the park, guy. I'll show you how to I'll show you how to tie your shoes. I mean, I don't know. Peace out, Anna. Yeah, yeah, I bet it is. The unschool. Yeah, don't be like this fool. This is a prime example of what you don't want to do. This is what you don't want to be in life. At least I will have served my purpose for the greater good of humanity. Well, no stuff. We got through an hour. I like that. What time are we looking at? 1:30. Let me see what the weather is telling me. I don't know if I should go outside and get a suntan. I do want to go feed the ducks, but my foot is kind of fucked. And I don't feel like walking all the way over there right now. So I might just go to the pool. What does my weather say? Because I literally couldn't just open my window. Oh, I see. 93. I'm going to go sweat and jump in the pool. How do you guys feel about that? How would you feel if I were to take a break from doing this and go jump in the pool? You guys think that's a good idea? I think it's a great idea. Besides, I gotta go drink some piss today. I'm gonna get nice and red because I haven't got too much sun lately. As per usual, I expect all of you to be funny, be weird, be yourself, take care of others when you can, and if you can't do that, take care of yourself. Oh, and if you can take care of me, yeah. The millionaire lifestyle. As I'm about to say, if you got any dollars or to donate, you can do that. Cash App, PayPal. I still do have to pay for this place on my phone, and I haven't really made too much money lately because my other channel shut down. So you can always donate. It's beneath all that. So millionaire lifestyle. The living like a millionaire with 36 cents in my pocket. Yeah, I will do it. Yeah, somebody the other day told me I look like one of the dudes from Duck Dynasty. I guess. So I guess it's the Duck Dynasty clan. Let's go. All right, guys, be weird. Have a fun day. I might make a show a little later, but I'm going to go jump in the pool. Toodles. Good to see everybody. #DuckGang.